She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Hi guys, welcome back to CocoKitties, and today I'm going to be doing a video on sugar cookies. These cookies are just so moist and the icing is so sweet and they just blend so well together. If you like my videos, make sure to like and subscribe and feel free to share and comment down below. Let's get started with this video. Firstly, you'll need some salt, baking powder, 1 egg, some butter, some sugar, flour and almond extract. Firstly, let's add the sugar in. I prefer using white sugar as it gives it a nice texture and taste. Make sure to add slightly melted butter so that it will mix together more easily. Now whisk it together to make it lighter and fluffier. Please don't ask why I decided to use my hand. Now I'm going to sift in the salt, baking powder and flour into the butter and sugar mixture. I'm making sure to sift it so that the mixture doesn't become chunky and not as yummy. Not only that, in my experience, it helps combine all the ingredients together thoroughly. Keep in mind that you can use a sieve as a sifter as well. Now it's time to knead everything together to make our dough. I'm adding a little more flour to make it easier to move, and as you can see, this is just a really sped up time lapse of me mixing it together, cutting them out with a really cute heart stamp so that they have a heart shape in them, and then I'm putting them on a baking tray. Now I'm putting them in the oven at 180 degrees. Also, a tip, make sure to take them out when a fork comes out cleanly, not when they're hard. Now it's time for the icing. Now I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of soft butter, 1 cup of icing sugar and 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk. This recipe can be changed a lot depending on how thick or thin you want the icing to be. Now I'm going to mix them together with a spatula, and when I was mixing it I realized that it wasn't really working, so I decided that I would put it in the microwave to see if it would melt the butter, since it was getting really chunky and it wasn't actually doing much. So when I took it out, it was very thin, so I added in a bit of icing sugar, and by adding in a little bit more, I got it to my desired consistency. Like I said before, this recipe can be changed a lot. To make it thicker, add in more icing sugar, and to make it thinner, add in more milk. Looking back on it though, I don't know why I didn't use a whisk instead, because I feel like it would have just been better for this icing. But anyways, now it's time for the assembly. I'm going to be putting the icing on the top of the biscuit, because if I put it on the bottom of the biscuit, the new bottom would be very uneven, and I really am very sorry that I'm putting the icing over the heart imprint. And I decided that I would add some sprinkles to it, and I got a little circle thing to put them in a circle, but then I realized that if I put it down on the cookie, it would actually go into the icing, so I just decided to spread it out. By the way, for some reason I had pastel sprinkles, which I really liked because it made the biscuits look so cute. Now for the next cookie, I decided that maybe I could put the metal ring down on the icing and see if it would actually help put the sprinkles in a little circle like I wanted to. So I put some in my hand, put the ring on, put the sprinkles in, and when I took it off, it sort of spread out, but it was still pretty good. I think that what I did before was better though. But since I was running low on sprinkles, I decided that I would just leave the rest of the cookies with only icing or with no icing at all. As you can see, by this time, the chopping board has started to get a little bit messy, so I just got some of the icing from the board onto the cookie since I was running out of icing and I didn't want to waste any. However, I wasn't really that careful and a lot of icing got onto the board, but it was okay because I put them on the cookies. And don't worry, the chopping board is definitely clean. Then I put them in the fridge to set. So in all, I really love these cookies. They're really moist and crunchy, and the icing is delicious. I hope that you enjoyed this video and make sure to comment down below if there's any things that you want me to bake. I can't guarantee that I'll bake them for sure, but I'll try. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed!